dashboarding and some of the formatting. Okay, let's take an example. So I'm just using one of the simple button. So instead of that, I just downloaded a few of the logos. Like one is a banner logo, and another one is like couple of logos I created. So here a
Your
couple of
voice is
logos. Sorry,
um,
sorry, Mani. Can you repeat once again?
your voice is little bit low. Can you increase your voice?
Yeah, sure, sure. No issue on that. Is it better now?
Yes, Kyle.
Yeah. So today we are going. I just loaded that sample superstore data to create one simple dashboard. So before going for the dashboard, I just loaded like a couple of logos into that Power BI. So I just downloaded from the Google itself. So I'm just creating one of the sample dashboard. So before going this one, here I'm just if you see the visualization pane, and there is a call as format symbol. It's called as a paint symbol. Format to your report page. So here I'm doing the canvas settings. Canvas setting in the sense, if you see the page setting in Tableau, we call it as a page setting. So here I'm just changing that. Whether we can use the customs or anything, we can use that. So I'm using the 1000 and increasing this one to some 1300. Now you can see that, and I can make it as a middle element. Now if you can see that, so I just loaded the image and I'm just mapping the, and here I'm just adding this sheet. Now here the space is coming. So what I need to do that. So here I'm just select that particular field, and in the format pane there is a color style. So here you can use the fit. When you use the fit, it automatically insert the page. Now see that my banner got created. I'm just increasing the height of the banner. Now I'm trying to use that the banner name. So in the sense I'm using the text box. So here I'm just creating and increasing the height of this one. Superstore dashboard. So I'm using this. I'm changing this font size, and I'm using the middle element, and I'm changing the color to that black. So I'm changing the color to the white. So here, if you see that, I'm just moving this to here, and I'm removing the. So here I'm applying the black. So white color, that is it's not showing. So I'm just select the field in the properties. Sorry, in the effect field, you can remove the background. Now you can see that here we can add that. These are here also we can change the different canvas settings according to our requirement. So now I can change to canvas. Now you can see that the canvas got changed. So similar way, I just created like a small text box to insert the value. Now here what I'm trying to do that I'm just creating couple of calculations. Sorry, couple of the charts. So I am using one is called as bar chart or column chart. So for tomorrow session, I will start the DAX calculations to create like what are the KPIs and what are the calculations, and how to create the calculations that we can conditional formatting. Those are so I'm using ship mode wise. I'm using, using this. One second, I'm just selecting the bar chart. So give me a second, it's loading the file. This is that. So let me second. I think some got changed. So here, if you see that my chart got created. So here, it will the big size of the chart. Now we can map to that according to the values. So here, I'm just adjusting the particular sheet. So now here, how to change this formatting for this particular chart. So here, if you select this one, you can see the format of the visual. If you select this one, it will show that format of the report page. This we call it as a report page when we do the canvas. When we select any particular visual, you can see that visual. And if you select any particular text box, it will show like a format. Even image also it will show format. For the visuals, you can see that the format. So here there is a call title. So here we can create like I'm just creating that bar chart. So now here there is a call as different types of headings. When you use the heading 2, you will see that the heading 2 got changed. And when you use the 6, it will got some little bit the value got changed. And here also we can use the format. So in Tableau sometimes it will take like tin value, sometimes it will take like CUGO value. So I'm using that CUGO. And let me try to change this to 20. So here we can change that, and here you can use the bold, and whether it is italic, whether it is center format. And here if you see that the text color indicates I am using another color. Even if you want to keep the background also, we can keep the background color, or we can use some other color to showcase that. So here I am using the black color to showcase this one. Even here we can showcase that, and also here we can change that. We can change that this font, everything else. Here I'm just hiding this one, and I'm in the effect field, and you can remove the background, or you can use this background some transparency also. For example, in the background of the canvas, I'm changing the color to the some random color. I'm changing that. So in the background itself, I'm just removing this color. Now you can see that my background color should be changed. Now let me try. Now I want to remove this white color for the particular visual. So here in the FX field, we can remove the background. If you see the background, the chart could be like this. So I'm just keeping the background now. I'm just creating the border for that.
Okay, so by default, sorry to interrupt you. So by default, background will be assigned in chart.
Yes. By default, the background will not only sheet, not only particular chart. Even if you drag any one of the buttons and shape, also by default the background should be enabled.
When we want to change the color, then
Yes, we can change it the color also. This one from black to gray. Here, sometimes the color got not changed because the transparency have like 100%. So sometimes we need to
Oh,
check that one also. Sometimes, for example, right, my
got it.
background color is like transparency 100%. So here, if you see the background is not enabled, right? So we can remove, we can keep that values here also. Like we can reduce the transparency of this particular chart. And here even we can mention that visual border for different colors. Like I'm just keeping the orange color. If you see that the border of the chart, if you see the border of the chart indicates the orange color. And here we can add the tooltip. This will like separate concept for the tooltip when we create a custom tooltip. By default, the tooltip got enabled. If you want to use the custom tooltip, then we can use separate thing that will come under here, report or default. If you want to disable the tooltip, we can disable it, and we cannot see that tooltip in the particular chart. In the properties itself, it's showing like X position and Y position. This is horizontal and vertical positions, and also it will show like height and width for that.
Okay. So can we insert like sheets in tooltips? Is feature is available here?
Yes, that is different custom tooltip concept. We can use that inside. If you see that here, we can place like one more sheet called as like one more
Ah,
one more chart kind of thing. We can use that. When we when we
okay.
select a particular any particular sheet in the format visual, you will see the two options. In the older versions, you will see only one option, but in the latest versions, you will see two options like general and visual. General in the sense we can do the formatting changes and those things. But visual kind of thing, we can use that y position as like starting position is 0, like this. We can use these functions like that. Now we can use the ulta, and here we can change it to 15. If you see that the value will be changed here, and also I am using
Ah,
this.
Then what I'm asking is, we have feature, right? You can insert or you can show another sheet in tooltip.
Yes, yes, we have a feature in Power BI also that we call it as a custom tooltip. We need to create a separate tooltip. So here
Okay.
I just want to showcase like it. So here we are creating a canvas, right? Here if you go for the settings, here there is a call as tooltip. While we adjusting the settings, there is a call as tooltip. So here what I'm
Okay.
trying to do that I'm just creating one of the sample superstore sample sheet for that. So this is a chart. So what we are trying to insert. So this we call it as a we are calling as a custom tooltip. Just call it as a
Okay.
custom tooltip. So here how do we pass this one to here? Just select the particular sheet, particular visual, and go to the general. In the tooltip, there is a call as report page. Here you can select the CG.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can
Mm,
see that particular sheet got enabled
got it. Got
because
it. So while
here
creating itself, we need to
make it as a tooltip.
before assigning, we need to create.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Before creating the page, right, we need to change this canvas settings to tooltip. Here there is a call as tooltip. Once the tooltip that got changed. Okay, like this we can add this for the particular sheet for that individual. And also here we can change it to the x sizes like x range minimum and like this. So for example, here it is called as 0 to 1 million. So I'm just converting like 0 to 1. Like this we can convert to the do that also. Like we can use a static and ending positions. So here I'm using the percentage. If you use the percentage, you will see that 0 to 1, 100% it will show like this. And if you want to add this data label, right? here we can add the data labels. So there is a call as data labels in the visuals, and you can see that the data labels got enabled. And if you want to change this coloring, right, we can do the coloring. Whether you want to position inside or outside, that we just map it to according to the our requirement. And here, if you see that there is a call as values, here we can change that to different size and font. Like this, we can change it. And if you want the background of this 51, so I'm just increasing the focus mode. You can see the chart of this focus mode. So I'm just you can see the background of this text also. So I'm just keeping that some random color, and here the transparency we need to reduce, then only we can see that the color of the this one. And also here we can stop the grid lines also, like you can stop the grid lines. And if you want to change this text also, we can change it, or we can remove the text also. Now see that I'm doing. And if you want to increase this one, we can just increase this, like this we can. And if you want to change this bar colors, 1 second, the system got stuck. Give me 2 minutes, my system got stuck, it's not responding.
Yeah, it looks good. Maybe it is giving a background color for labels, right?
Yes, yes. Kader, my system got stuck, give me 1 second. It's not responding, my system got
Whereas in
stuck.
Tableau, we don't have this one. Uh-huh.
Now you can see that. And if you want to change this bar color to different color, we can change that also. So I'm just
Kalyan, sorry, each time I'm pulling the Tableau.
sorry.
Actually, you don't have this one, right?
Which one?
Background color for labels also.
You want to see this label
No, no,
color?
no. Right hand side, you have given values background, right?
Yes.
This one we do not have in Tableau, right?
Yeah, I think we don't have, but we can use that. Yeah, we have it. We have also in Tableau. This color of kind of thing, I think background color we have in Tableau also.
For labels.
Yes, we have it. We have it. Yes,
Okay,
we have.
maybe I need to think.
Yeah, we have this option in Tableau also.
Okay.
And also, if you want to change these colors on the bar side, here there is a called as bar. So here we can
Mhm.
change that different colors. And here I just want to showcase there is a call as FX. Okay, this one we call it as a
Yes.
conditional formatting. Okay, when we select this one, here we have a called as three types of styles. Okay, gradients means it will come under lowest value and highest value. Okay,
Mhm.
here there is a call as rules. Okay, when rules indicates, we can make it as a sales value greater than like this. We can pass it as like greater than one value. We can call it as this. This will I will explain in a calculation perspective. And one more thing, here there is a call as field value. Here field value indicates when we write any calculation, right? For example, in Tableau we are writing if the particular category value equal to so and so, then we are make it as a green or blue color, right? Like this,
Yeah.
we can do that measuring and we can pass this here. If you see that here, I will just showcase like one small thing uh, for the coloring perspective. So I'm just creating one of the small measure. so that I make it as a condition color or something like that. So here, if there is a called a selected value function, this function will indicate to select the particular measure or particular dimension. So I'm just selecting that regular FS, okay, region or ship mode. Sorry, ship mode. So when I use the ship mode equal to for regular, for example, here in Tableau we indicate single quotations, but here we indicate double quotations. Regular and so this we indicates what we are trying to keep that. We just keep that the color, but here we need to require, we need to pass the color code manually for the color code. In Tableau we just write that any syntax and we make that color, right? So here we need like a color, sorry, we need to make it as a color palette. So here it indicates there is a different colors, right? We need to pass this color for that. So I am using this color for the particular condition. So here I'm just passing this calculation and I'm using this one. And or else I'm just keeping this another color. So I'm using some green color to pass this one. So here we need to put that color codes mandatory for to keep this. So definitely any string or color code we need to close it in
Okay.
color place.
Whereas in we are directly clicking on that color, then we get wizard, then we are entering. But here we
Yes.
need to
Use
provide
the
them
color
through
code.
calculation, right?
Yes. We need to pass
Okay.
the color code for that. So sometimes,
Okay.
right, in this function field, right, sometimes what happen for the KPI charts we are creating, right, up arrow, down arrow. Sometimes this rules indicate sometimes we will get some errors. So that is the reason we are using field value for the calculation. So I am using this uh, color. So here I'm just applying that. Now you can see that the conditional coloring is happened for the particular sheet. This is the way we can do the conditional coloring in this particular field.
Okay. Okay.
And even not only that, we can use the KPIs. For, there is a called as in Tableau we have a alt codes, right? You remember that alt codes. By using alt codes, we can use that shapes like this up arrow and down arrow. We can use the color codes also here. So, for example, here I want to use this code, right? In Power BI, what happens? This code, uh, there is a call as like shapes codes. I think shapes code for Power BI. So, not remember the exact the shape code of the those things. Let me try to find out. So, for example, we have a up arrow, right? We need like some other code. There's somewhere I will show you the codes also. Let me take one more example. Different sheet. So I'm just creating one more. I'm just creating a table chart to showcase the KPI levels. So here my customer name. Sorry. So here I just select the order value, and I am using the sales here. And for this table chart, we will do some formatting changes also. Here, if you see that general and this one, similar kind of all the options are got enabled. And I'm just changing the values. Values, it will change the values to, I'm just increasing the values. So here instead of that I'm using the bigger value to showcase like more results, I'm just passing the customer name. Instead of the order ID, I'm just passing the customer name. So here, if you see that here we have a call as like n number of values. So here what the scenario is called, if the value is like more than like 20,000, I need to display like up arrow, and if the value is like below value, I need to display like down arrow.
Yeah.
So here what I'm trying to do that I need to find out the shape codes first. So every code we have a shape, or else we can do that conditional formatting like this thing. Here and here if you see in the visualization pane, you can see that there is a called as cell element. Okay, in the cell element, if you see that there is a two types, what are the dimensions or measures, it will display here. I'm just selected the display, and here you can see the data bars. If you want, you can see the data bars also. You see that here we can enable data bars inside, or else you can change the background color also. If you want, we can change the background color. If you want, you can use the font color also like this, and if you want, you can use icons. So here if you see that the icons indicate, here we can write that two types of like same thing, like three types of conditional formatting. So here if you selected right, by default it's rules and fields happen. So here what I'm trying to do that I'm just using this, if the greater than or equal to 20,000 or 2,000, 20,000, so greater than 0 and less. So team, can you please rejoin, that is the meeting got disconnected. So if the greater than or equal to 0 and the less than or equal to 20,000,
Yeah.
I am displaying as a down arrow. Here you can see that there is a call as down arrows and up arrows. One second. Yeah, down arrow. And or else, so here I'm just creating a new rule. If the number greater than 20,000, I am displaying as a up arrow. Here it's passing. I'm just giving the IS some other number. Let me try that. Now you can see that it got changed for whatever the value is greater than 20,000, it is displaying as up arrow and down arrow. Sometimes, right, sometimes these rules, like sometimes we will get some of the confusions, like creating greater than and less than or equal to here. So what we are trying to do that, we are trying to do that some of them based upon the measures, we are trying to create that. Let me try that any color codes are available. So give me 1 minute. Power BI. I forgot that this link actually. Color KPI shapes codes. Somewhere that four or something like that codes will be enabled. Let me try to. Uh, Piaro, Piaro code. So now you can see that I think here it will work for that 85. The code as ASCII code, I think. Unicode. Yeah, you can use the Unicode. You can call it as a name called as Unicode. You can see that Unicodes like all those symbols, shapes, and everything. Now you can see that there is a call as different shapes, right? So here we need to find out the up arrow and down arrow. Let me use this one. Okay, let me try to use this one. System got stuck. Give me a second. So here, for example, here we call it as 8170. So here what we are trying to do that. So I'm just creating a new measure. That I'm using the KPI sales, for example, KPI sales. So this will indicate. So if so here what I'm trying to do that if so here we need to pass the sum of the sales. So before going to pass this one, what I'm trying to do that calculate. This calculate indicates to pass that multiple conditions, or we can use any filter in that calculation that we can use. Calculate sum of sales. Before sum of sales, here what we are trying to do that if statement. If sum of sales greater than or equal to 20,000, I'm just passing unichar. We need to pass this unichar condition. Unichar of 8710, or else unichar of what the code of that particular shape 8711. Now I'm just closing this statement. And once the load is done, yeah, I'm just passing the KPIs. So here it's showing like y, and because here what the code I indicates 878970. If I use 8710, you will see that up arrow. And there is a code called as up arrow code. I think 9473. I think up arrow. I think. I will show you the code also. Let me try that. Find out the code for up arrow. Here the code will be there. I think. We need to go for the rule, or else if you want to use this shapes for manually for those values, we need to use this, or else there any shortcut for the saw. Yeah, if you see that the full length of the sheet support anytime. I forgot the website. Actually, I will share that once after the class. I will share this website to this one. You can see that all the course, I think. all the codes of the characters.
Okay.
And when we can use like this. And if you want same function, we can use it here also, like KPS is. Instead of the rules, right, here we can pass that KPS is. Here you can see that there is a method called as KPS. So icons, 1 second, I think somewhere. So for the KPS, so if you want to use this color of this one KPS, right, there is a call as KPI measure, and we can pass these colors also. Like we can pass the background color, get the KPI. Because here we indicate we did not get the color because in the KPI field itself we are using the shape, right? And also here we can write one more condition, like if you want to use like multiple statements in same conditions, we can use a where conditions, where a equal to, similar way we call it as where b equal to, like this. Like here what we are trying to, if the a value equal to, then we call it as a unique char, like this. If we call it as this one, then we need to call it as a different color code. Like this we can call it also the color codes. And if you want to use these different color codes, we can pass these color codes also here. We can pass the different color codes based upon the values. Or else I am using the different color to indicate. So here what I am trying to do, the return statement. Return. I'm just calling as a B. And I'm just using the enter condition to run the statement. Now here if you see that the background color will change based upon this value. See that the background color got changed. This is the way we can do like conditional formatting. And here we can remove the totals also, the grand totals in Tableau. So here we can remove the totals. And here we can use the chart style presence, and if it is a default, right, and it's none, if you want to see the different models of the particular sheet, I'm just selecting the minimum. If you want to use alternative rows, it will highlight it based upon the colorings. And I'm just using this KPI table to showcase like that. And similar way, if I want to create a donut chart with the different conditions, we can easily create the donut chart here directly based upon the any particular. Based upon the cells. Like if you want to apply like similar format list, like we can just copy and we can paste it here. It will apply the header formatting and everything. And whatever the formatting is created, and if you want to use this one instead of the order, if you want to use the ship mode, and the tooltip is also automatically enabled. Now see that same formatting got enabled, and I am just changing the title of this one. Donut chart. Like this, whatever the formatting is like copy formatting is also available in Tableau. Here, here also is available in Tableau. Like this, if you want to reduce the data labels, then we can reduce the detail or data labels also here. Here, if you want, in the bracket side, we can see that multiple things. So let me reduce the size of this value, then I will show you that. See that here the value and percentage got showing. I don't want the percentage, I want only data value. Then we can use the data value like this. And also we can change like we can just copy paste this chart and we can make it to different like area chart or any line chart. And the line chart, and we need to make it as a legend also, we need to make it as a different color. Legend, I am using the region. You see that multiple colors. So for this perspective, what I'm trying to do that I'm just changing the couple of calculations. So I'm just removing the headers, and in the general tab I'm just removing the data labels. Now you can see that because here this will indicate that value is 100, 0 to 100%. I'm just removing this minimum and maximum value for the y-axis. Now you can see that it's automatically changed the chart. And I want to change the title, then we need to select the general. I'm just changing that to line chart. So if you want to this coloring red, similarly we can use the colors. If you want to change these colors or legends, if you want to change these legends also, we can use the legend here. If you want to switch on and off, we can use the legend on and off also. And similarly we can change the line colors also like this. If you want to use the step in Tableau, we have a call as step also. Here also we have a call as step. And if you want to increase the line of the width, line stroke, then it will got increase the line stroke of this value. Why it is showing central means here we selected only central. If you want to use, then it will change to all the values. Like this we can create like different charts for that. And tomorrow also I will show the dashboard, and while I am creating the dashboard I will show you that couple of the calculations to create. Even the speedometer also here gauge chart indicate, we can directly create a gauge chart here, and here we can pass the minimum value and maximum value. So here I'm passing the sales as a minimum value. Let me take a sales, I'm using a minimum, and same sales I'm using the maximum here. So instead of that I'm using the target. So here I'm trying to use sales. You see that the donut chart, I mean the gauge chart, like change. So here, yes, like this we can do the different creations for that conditionals formatting as well as particular small formatting changes. And tomorrow I will show you like one more dashboard. While showing the dashboard, I will do some of the calculation. Like I will take one of the scenario and I will explain like different concepts on particular. Plus, any doubts?
Okay. So, Kalyan, Canvas is nothing but dashboard space, right?
Here we call it as a report. Dashboard is a different concept. After publishing the report in the Power BI service, uh,
Okay.
we need to
No,
print that.
no. The one which you have given the gray color or some
Yeah, the
light
background
blue color,
violet
right? In the
color, right?
background.
Yes.
Okay.
That we call
Can
it as
we
a
increase
canvas.
canvas?
Yes,
Can we
yes,
increase or decrease that?
yes. That I already show in the starting session of this one. There is a
Okay.
call as
Okay.
canvas settings. In that canvas
Oh,
settings, we need to change the customs. That custom change
okay.
customs, we need to increase the height of this particular dashboard and
Okay. Okay.
width of this dashboard also.
Fine. That's it. Thank you. Mm.